Greetings and salutations. And I'm back with some Hearthstone. Now, this was the card that came out, and it's a promotional thing for Across the Timeways. You log into Hearthstone, you get Mr. Clocksworth. Now, the really cool thing about this is he's an 8 mana 3/3. Seems kind of wretched. The battle cry happens first. Summon 2 random legendary minions. And then it comes up with a little tilted hourglass. It's infinite, right? And it says rewind or keep. And it's rewind the timeline or keep it. So whatever 2 minions you got, if you don't like them, you can hit rewind. And on him, you can hit rewind 3 times. So you rewind them, it gives you 2 new minions, possibly the 2 of the same minion. You won't know until you rewind. When you rewind all 3 times, you're stuck with that final hand. But here's my thing. I came up with this deck idea, which uses Dorian. Puppet Master. Dorian. Where when you draw a minion, get a 1/1 copy of it that costs 1. And you have Marithra, so she can resurrect all the stuff that Clocksworth brings out. You got Shutterblock for some more Clockworth value. But how do you get him? You also have Turbulus, but nobody really cares about Turbulus. That's just there so I can do Death Roll for more control. That's how you get your minions right there. So the idea is we're going to start up. We are going to full mulligan for Dorian and Fairy Tale. Or at the very least, Dorian. Because we need him first before we do anything else. Because if you play him, you then use your Fairy Tale to battle cry out your Mr. Clocksworth. You get a 1/1. You can then jam it. You get a couple of legendaries. If you happen to get Shutterblock beforehand, you could throw down the Shutter. You can then get Mr. Clocksworth to give you multiples. If they all die, you can Shutterblock the miniature and then Marithra and get everything back again. And then everything else is in here is just control. Flames of the Fire Lord, pop-up book, lightning bolt, that kind of thing. Keep the board down. Going to keep it up. You keep the board down, make sure it works. Then we're just going to keep up with the board being clear. I also have come up with a Dorian Jade deck, and there's a reason I did this. If you read Jade Display, right? Jade Display, your Jade Displays have 1/1 this game. Shuffle 2 into your deck. Now, if you think about it, you play yourself Dorian. I just unselected him. When you draw a minion, you get a 1/1 copy of it. Well, the Jades are 1/1s. The copy you get's a 1/1, but because it's a copy, it's the same thing as all the other Jades, so it's going to get the extra bonus 1/1s. So what value you've now made with 1 Jade, you get with 2. So now the idea there is you just play things like New Heights for ramp, you life cycle to kill them, you get the long necks to give your minions +1/+1, some of the beasts and give your minions. You use Ungoro Brochure to draw more of them. You use Carnivorous Cubicle to eat your Jade Display to then summon more, which as it keeps summoning more and more, you get more of them. You got Mark of the Wild to give them taunt, try to block them out. You got Geppetto to give you more of them if you need be. You got Immortal later on for taunt, Divine Shield, and of course all of your shenanigans with the Ceaseless Expanse and Forest Lord Cenarius and Firak the Blazing. This is just to round it out, give you more stuff to get with Dorian. So if you're not drawing Jades, you get Dorian out there, you play Ungoro, you can get a whole bunch of stuff through that. And then there is Elise the Navigator in there as well. And the third deck I made is Ramp Dorian Shenanigans. And this is where you just ramp up. Yeah, I still have the whole, the long neck egg. But you get your Dorian, and then you play, where is she? Sky Mother Aviana. Play her, throw a bunch of legendaries in there. Get your Dorian, Ungoro Brochure. Oaken Summons is to pull things out of the deck after you've played Sky Mother. Swipe for control, so on and so forth. Story of Barnabas allows you to draw 5 or more. If it has 5 or more attack, that pretty much forces you to draw Sky Mother or Firak. You're guaranteed with Barnabas to draw one or the other. So if you draw Sky Mother, you drop her on 5, and then you just hope for Dorian. But anyway, those are the decks I made. We're going to get into it, and we're going to try with the Clockwork Dorian on the Shaman. I like the idea of Mr. Clocksworth. A lot of people were scoffing. Zeddy was one of them. I swear, sometimes this guy has. Sometimes he's spot on. Sometimes the takes he has are absolutely laser focused and spot on. Right? Other times, I'm going to keep the pop-up book. Other times, the takes he has are just lukewarm. Room temperature take, right? He looked at Mr. Clocksworth and he's like, an 8-mana 3/3 that gives you 2 legendaries. And they're like, well, take a look at your average legendary. Okay. Take a look at your average legendary, but think about it. Think about ways of cheating it out, scamming it out with Fairy Tale Forest and Dorian. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, you can view your legendary at that point and say, okay, it's kind of a poo legendary. And yes, they reset the rating. As you can see, I'm copper, bronze, or whatever. It's, to me, that's not really bronze. Looks more of a copper, but it is bronze. I'm bronze 4. There's people I know that are already like platinum 3. But then again, they're playing buff paladin. Go figure. They're playing paladin and they're already up high in the rated or ranked. Meanwhile, I play stuff like this because I like to have fun. But if you think about it, you get out a 1-mana clock, which on 6, right? You play Dorian, and then you battle, and then you just draw it. You battle cry it out there. That's insanity. All I need is Dorian. Just top deck Dorian. I mean, I could play Fairy Tale on 3. I top deck Dorian. It doesn't matter what I draw. It's going to be a winner, right? I prefer it to be Clocksworth, but if it ends up being Shutterblock, or if it ends up being Marithra, it gives me a 1-mana copy of it, which is still value. You get a 1-mana copy of Shutterblock, you also can get the 1-mana minimize version of Shutterblock, at which you can then play Shutterblock, the regular one, get the minimized version in your hand, turn around, play Clocksworth, and then you have 2 Shutterblocks in hand, technically 3 because the second one minimizes as well, and you still have a lot of infinite value, so to speak. There's Dorian. And I'm going to play Fairy Tale Forest next turn. I'm not going to coin out Dorian. I'm going to play the Fairy Tale Forest. I'm just going to kind of slow walk the whole process. This is the other reason why I put things like Meteor Storm as well. Shuffles asteroids in. You have 2 of them in there. I also thought about putting Sizzling Cinders in there. Same way with Lava Flow. That's the whole reason it's there. Matter of fact, I might Lava Flow next turn and just pop, 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 and pop all of his wisps. Then again, that overloads. Yeah, that would be perfectly fine, because that overloads turn 5. Then turn 6, I can Dorian into this, into whatever I draw. If it's not beneficial, then I have 2 copies of a card. And then I can always just Meteor Storm the next turn, because he will definitely kill Dorian. He doesn't want to leave it up there. And my chair's sinking. I don't know why it does this. Well, I know why it does. I need a new chair. But me, I don't spend money on frivolous things. I wait. Wait for the chair to be almost completely busted broken. And then I get a new one. And I mean, I can't really hate on this chair. I've had it for a long time. Yeah, we're gonna go with a Lightning Storm instead. Reason why we're going for the Lightning Storm is because the Lava Flow can go face. Lightning Storm is just minions, so. Depending on what he plays next turn. I mean, I probably could just go into... If he plays the stupid 4/4 follow the Flutterwings, because he's Imbue Mage. So he's got Asina. So I have to keep a tally on that. He's killed... Or I've killed, what, 4 minions this game? He gets up to 20 minions, I'm in trouble. So it'll do 20 damage to face. There's another one. Where's Pop-Up Book? Yeah, we'll go 3 damage to the face. So next turn, it's Dorian into Fairy Tale into whatever I get. Maybe not. Maybe I should just Meteor Storm it. No, we gotta do it. Tragic. I could Shudder. If I Shudder Block, well, it depends. If I get Clocksworth off the rip, that'll be hilarious. Honestly, just laugh out loud funny. Or Marithra. Instead, if I get Clocksworth, I could just Shudder Block into... Really? I got somebody. I got Marithra. And I'll do this. Hopefully he doesn't kill Puppet Master. I don't think it really will matter, because I can get Clocksworth next turn with the Fairy Tale. It's either going to be Clocksworth or Turbulus. One or the other. So it's the only 2 battle cries left in the deck. Yeah, he's going for the kill. He's gonna randomize it and hope. You didn't get it, brother. That's not good. Donka donka. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. And then we're gonna go... Wait a second here. We're gonna Lava Flow. We're going to... re-attack and rush on a minion. So I'll get back Nathendra. I don't think this mage was ready for a Mr. Clocksworth that's 1/1. But now I can Shudder Block all my Marithras out, and I can also Shudder Block out another Mr. Clocksworth, creating value. Like, that's the whole point. Oh, he's gonna rip the old Yagana box. Well, that one didn't quite land. It's alright. Okay. Wow. Well, there went Nathendra. That's going to give you a 0-cost spell. Oh. Wow. Talk about high rolling. Oh, what do I want to play? What do I want to play? Yeah, I'll Shutter Block. Because now next turn I can Mr. Clocksworth do it all again. Get some high cost minions because Marithra says 8 or more. I won't even get Nithendra back because it was a 7 mana, not an 8 mana. I won't get anything back. I need to get minions that are 8 mana or more. That's okay.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Mage Secrets. Alright. I'm good with it. I'll take it. I'm not going to play a spell, though. I'm not going to trade into his minions either. So I don't want to give him a 3/6 whatever. He's just roping because he doesn't like me.
Get out of our nest! I swear to you!
Adrenaline rush.
That's how you play around it right there. As soon as I realized he didn't have the minion for, or the secret for armor. See, now I can play Clocksworth and get more minions after I swing face. But he's going to hit this, it's going to kill those. Told you. It's like I know. So we're going to... Okay. Apparently this guy's been playing against a lot of paladins he didn't like. So we're going to Clocksworth into Shutter. Maybe. We'll see what we get. Oh boy, I got Dorian again. Magtheridon, I'll get him back. Rewind it. Kind of fun. And then it automatically plays it again.
You will be among the first to transcend time.
Oh, this one was just as bad. Rewind. This is awful. We're gonna see what I get again. Alright, I'll keep this one. Deal 2 health from a random enemy, it steals it right off the guy's face. That's nice. This guy's probably sitting there going, what is this? What even is this shaman deck right now? It's Mr. Clocksworth. It's time to face the music. Time, face, clock puns. The big hand's gonna come down on him. Just make a whole bunch of clock puns. It's fine. It's completely fine.
Nightmare's gaze.
Wow. Someone's upset. He is not happy with the clocksworth. Boy, he's not happy with clocksworth. Um, pretty sure that's lethal.
Time runs out on me.
Swing with a 3-5 into the 0-1. Got 8, 11. Yeah, lethal. Definitely lethal.
Endless blaze of grace. My duty fulfilled.
Waste of time.
I didn't even play half the control. Like, I still had a whole bunch of stuff I could have played around. Fun times. But that's that one. Let's try the Dorian Ramp shenanigans. Let's try that one. Because Clocksworth's in that one too. That Shaman one was fun. And it really does boil down to if you have
Versus
if you have Dory. We don't really need the Aviana, but I'm not going to complain.
Calm down, I'm just visiting.
That's amazing. That's honestly amazing. Because then I could just innervate coin Aviana on 2. If I draw another innervate, I can innervate coin or innervate coin Aviana on 2. Or I could just innervate coin Aviana on 3 and then brochure on 4 if it's the draw 2 minions, because then it'll just pull 2 possibly legendary minions out of my deck, give them +2/+2, and they cost 1. So I could just have Aviana, is just basically shenanigans Aviana driven. And then I'll try the Jade one after this, because the Jade one seems like it's kind of fun. I once did an Ensmallen Jade, where you have one copy of Ensmallen, and you have the rest of your Jades. And then you basically Ensmallen everything, and then have fun with it. But yeah, I like the idea of the new expansion, because you've got 2 keywords, Fabled and Rewind. I can see Rewind being a mechanic used well into the future, just solely because there are so many times where the RNG does not come out in your favor, and this kind of helps you mitigate that. And it's like, oh well, the RNG's not in my favor. Rewind. It's in my favor now. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you rewind and it gives you the same thing, and you feel like you kind of got shafted. No, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. That's life. I could chuck that out on 2. I will. I'll throw that on 2, do this, throw her on 3. Cool. Do this on 3, boom, boom, drop Aviana. That'll switch on 3. It'll switch back on 4. I'll have to play it on 5. Okay. Why would you give me a 4/4? And then I think this guy's high. Yeah. That was not a good test. Not a good test of it. We're gonna try that again. I had a great opening hand too. This opening hand is probably gonna be absolute dog. Which won't surprise me if it is. At all. Let's take a look.
Phelan
I haven't
versus
seen a Warlock.
Jaraxxus.
haven't seen a warlock in a while.
Calm down, I'm just visiting.
Oh wait! Oh wait! Hey, get rid of them. I'm gonna keep Dorian. You win, but your world is still doomed. Yes, Sarah. More or less, that's gonna pull out the long neck almost every time. Ooh, new heights.
Oh dear.
Oh, Char. Oh dear. I do like the Phelan skin. I think that's great. I think it was something that was desperately needed. Ambassador Phelan is great. Oh, is he gonna do that? Ah. Okay. Um, new heights. And then I'm gonna Oaken summons. Is he really doing that? Is he really doing that deck idea? That'll be cool. So next turn, I Panther Mask into Bottomless Toy Chest to get Aviana, maybe? Let's discover a card from your deck. That might not work. I can Panther's Mask and see what I get. If I get Aviana, I can then just dump that in there. Or if I get Barnabas. I get. Well, yeah. I love it when they don't do that. Oh. You're probably regretting that now, ain't you, buddy? That'll be 7, 8, 9. I can play Ferrac the Blazing next turn. Nice. Ancient of Yore, huh? Alright. So we do this, and then we do this. Oh, okay.
My hand is overstuffed.
Great. There goes Aviana. There's too many fire draw cards now. I don't like that. Seven and 4 is 11. Swipe, swipe. He's gonna kill the. Yep, I figured that.
My hand is overstuffed.
There went that one. Let's see. I've got 8 mana. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's grab that. This one's not gonna work. I'm gonna lose. I can already tell I'm gonna lose. I don't have Aviana. Thurac's already been used. The only thing I can do really is play Puppet Master into Dalaran Brochure, or play Puppet Master into Smoldering, and hope.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master.
There went that. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I thought that one was draw cards instead of do damage to minions. I had to get it out of my hand, though. It's alright. This one's pretty much chalked. Because he's going to burn that, kill him. Told you. Yep. He's going to draw out. And he's going to play, oh, what is it? Mecha, whatever. His other thing. Wow, I'm getting none of the cards. Shocker. Might as well do it. There's the egg. Might as well just draw out my cards.
I'm low on cards. My hand is overstuffed.
Here goes.
Time's running out. No more cards. Oh dear.
I mean, I'm already dead.
All are nourished
Yeah.
when the cycle renews.
I knew I was already dead. So I'm just basically gonna try to draw out. Ever since I burned Aviana, that was pretty much it. Sweet. Summon a minion, that's draw a minion, these are draw spells. Now, I wonder, if I draw spells, does that make me take extra damage? Let's try it. Nope. What about this? Oh. What about this again? Nope. Sweet. See, the whole thing is to make these cost 3 less, effectively, with the dollhouse. That and to get more clockworth and more stuff like that. But didn't work out. I won't play this one more time. I'll try the Jade version. Probably jam him out, just to have some fun. Because he can only do 12 damage, 13 with that. I'll take 2 from fatigue. See what I get out of all this manure. There you go. Long neck egg. It's exactly the card you wanted to pull, isn't it? I guess he was expecting maybe something else? Sure. It's not going to matter. Because he's going to play kill Jaden. He'll just trade the 8-4 in, or the 5-5.
Finally, I can rest in peace.
I don't follow that. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's going to play his Thorns guy. Yep. Dead. Bang. I draw a card. And he plays his Druid of the Thorns. It was Druid of the Thorns deck. He would have played the other one that says, get all the battle cries you've gotten this turn, Death Cry, not Death Cry, Death Rattle, replay them, or something like that. and he just sits there and does it, and then it makes you draw out like 37 cards. It's a way to prevent Kill Jaden. It's actually a way to. If you play Kill Jaden, there's a 30 card limit, right? So when you play Kill Jaden, it gives you a portal that has a 30 card limit, roughly. And you have to force the opponent to draw over 30 cards that turn. Otherwise, it refreshes the portal the next turn. That's how it works. So what you have to do is you have to build up your Druid of Thorns, and then just you force them to discard.
Versus the Lich King.
But effectively, it ends up burning the portal.
In death.
All of that's awful, except the long neck.
Down, I'm just visiting.
That's helpful. That's okay. But it needs to be... Get to turn 2, coin the... There's Dorian. If this is aggro DK, I'm gonna be mildly miffed. I'll probably play the long neck egg and then life cycle it.
Ooh, get down.
Banana.
Job's done.
Everybody needs a casket.
It'd be kind of interesting if it was something other than Menagerie DK. I get the feeling it is Menagerie, though. Oh, get this. I tried to get the shiny Miraidon and Koraidon from my local GameStop. Only to find out that my local GameStop has closed. So, couldn't do it. Oh. He is just not having, is he?
Oh dear.
So then, let's see. I want to do Dorian into... If I could draw that card, I would be fine. But I can't right now. So I'm going to have to wait. Unbelievable that he got that card. Actually, it's not unbelievable. It's actually very believable. And of course, there's Fear Active Blaze. Nice. I didn't know that her Death Rattle worked like that. I didn't know that it was going to wait until the other Death Rattle procced. Like, then again, it should have, because she did the cleave damage, which would have procced the other Death Rattle. Oh, good. I have no way to deal with that. Oh, there's a Jade. Play you, and then we go... Then we can Dorian into... I can't Dorian into Ungoro, I don't have enough mana. If he trades into the Jades, that'll be cool. We could get 2 more of them in there. I need the other one that says, draw 1, 2, 3 cost minion, Kindred, they cost less. Because then I could get extra Jades. Because it would draw me the 1 Jade, it would draw me the 3 cost, I think. Oh, of course. Of course it procs that Death Rattle. Aren't Death Knights fun? Oh. You know what? Let's see what I've gotten. Well, there's that. And there's that.
Oh dear.
Aren't I having all the most fun playing against Death Knights? That card needs to be removed from standard. It just does. I'm sorry, but that Abomination card needs to be removed from standard. It needs to be cycled out of standard immediately. There's no downside to the card. It's a 5/6 taunt lifesteal. Automatically its attack at the end of your turn. That's just broken. I'm gonna keep the cubicle because I've got Oaken summons. I can summon and then cubicle. Hybridization too. Boom. Ah, somebody with more dollars than cents. How about that? Dude, I squelched you.
By petal and thorn.
Oh, cool. Once that annoying thing hits the board, you can't interact with anything else on the board. You used to be able to touch all these other things, but because that annoyance is on the board, you can't. I used to like it when there was a board that was interactable. Now you can't have that anymore. Apparently all the good things and fun things are just not allowed. So I'm going to do a summons on my Jade. That'd be cool. Or should I play Elise? I should probably play Elise. So I think if I play... Well, it depends. If I draw a Jade, I'll play Elise. I drew the other cubicle.
Job's done.
That's exactly what I wanted. I hope he doesn't kill it, though. I hope he just leaves it. Because he figures, oh, it's a death rattle. If it dies, it...
Follow the flutter wings.
Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted you to do, buddy. Thank you so very much. So now it's just going to print Jades. And if he doesn't kill the Jades, do it again.
There, all better.
You're leaving... Are you kidding me? No way. You know what? I'll even do that. And then do this.
Remember this place well.
Alright, we'll do a 5 mana. We'll do Bursting Geyser, sure. Yeah, I'll discover spell, why not? You just get larger and larger men. That's what the Jades are all about. Hunter is probably very puzzled right now. Smart move would be to kill the cube. He's going to kill Elise. Now he's going to trade into the cube. And now he's going to double trade. Man, it's almost like I can predict it. It's weird how that is. Well, let's see. Let's do this. Oh, sweet. There's a Jade, and then we go life cycle.
The storm is in me.
Spell damage. Nice. Hmm. Really don't want to trade into the cow. Another life cycle? That does not help. Let's try this. Life cycle? That doesn't help either. I'm gonna take Oaken. I'll take the 9 to the face. Don't want to give him any coins. I'm gonna Carnivorous Cube that. I could also play Joymancer Geppetto, get a couple more Jades. Eventually, they're going to get too unmanageable. But the thing is he's got enough power on board right now to really just destroy everything.
Follow the flutter wings.
Yep. That's a problem. Pardon? Are you all right, sir? Are you well in the head? Yeah, that's not going to help you unless you can play all of them. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
It is against me.
Okay. Hmm.
Take combatant center, and I take the crown.
Let's see. Freeze him. We are going to do. Really don't want to trade into that. You know what? We'll force him to trade into my minion. I could probably play Sleep Under the Stars and do 2 mana crystals and then draw 2, and then play the Carnivorous, because then I'll have the 2 mana crystal or the 6 mana crystals. I'll Carnivorous the Jade, and so they'll start printing Jades again. Yeah, go ahead, trade into the 2/4. Sure. Brilliant. There's a Jade right there. We're gonna do this. We're gonna refresh. We're gonna refresh anyway. We're gonna draw 2. Trade there. We're gonna life cycle that.
Job done.
And that right there is how you do it. Some serious Jade shenanigans right there. Now I don't have to worry about his cash cow giving him coins. That's the other thing. People, yeah, you're giving him a minion with with life cycle, but at the same time, you give him a minion. Yeah, you got Steam Cleaner. It's not the greatest minion. It's not the worst. Yep. Figured that. He's going to hit me in the dome with it. There's 14 damage. You don't have another king plush, buddy. Almost got me. Don't know.
It's against me.
We aren't quite sure how it's all going to play out. I'm at 1. We'll see. Not helping. Oof. Rip.
Oh dear.
Oh well. Anyway. That didn't work, and that didn't work. Those two are absolutely dumpster decks. That one's fun, but these two just don't work. So, I'm going to delete those. The other one that doesn't work is this one right here. That doesn't work anymore. And we're going to get rid of these. But that one works. That one's fun. It's very fun. Let me think. I probably won't be playing Hearthstone anytime soon again on here. I just wanted to do some stuff for the Mr. Clocksworth. I happen to like the card. I think that as an 8-mana 3/3, even if you just play it, you're not going to be upset by it because the overall power creep of a legendary is pretty solid. It does give you stats on board. There is a small chance that you can get somebody that has charge, or you can get Ragnaros, or you can get somebody that has taunt like Nithendra, or you can get even, say, Yasandra. Because it's not limiting to just your class, it's going across all of them. Yeah, there are some real, poo legendaries, but there's really good ones too. So, you can low roll, but at the same time, they kind of give you the rewind to high roll, so it does balance out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that whole expansion is going to be a lot of fun. But they really need to start rotating some cards out of standard and bringing some other cards back into standard. And I think one of the cards that needs to be rotated out of standard is that 5/6 taunt. I mean, if you take a look at it, for 5, right, this is core, right? You have a 4/6 taunt, return this to your hand, it costs health instead of mana. Perfectly fine, perfectly viable, replayable taunt every turn, right? Infinite value because you can get things that give you health, right? This is just broken. That is broken. So, either drop the lifesteal off of it, or drop the taunt off of it. One or the other. Because a 5/6 for 6 that has lifesteal and attacks at the end of the turn, this is just absurd. Considering with that one you can play, with that card you can also play, not the spellstones. Though, let me tell you right now, you could buff it so it's even harder to kill. Right there. You can give it Reborn. So you have that. And of course, what's even worse is you have Rites of Atrocity and everything, so you can find one, or get another one from, because it's an undead, with corpses. You can give it more health, you can get another 2/2 copy, you can give it charge. It's an absurd card. The 5/6 is an absurd card, and it needs to be cycled. I'm sorry. Hate to say it. Some of the Death Knight cards that need to be cycled, the 5/6 is one of them. What's this? Oh, that's not bad. Like, if I go to core, let me just go to core here. Okay, find core. Just core cards. See, I don't have a problem with most of these. I don't even have a problem with Vampiric Blood. That's fine, because it pairs very well with Sourfang, right? Don't have any issues in any of this. Don't have an issue with Falric. Don't have an issue with Grave Strength. None of these are a real big issue, except no Muncher. Even Corpse Explosion's fine. But this thing right there, that's an absolute pus-bubbling tumor on the face of this game. Needs to be removed. And then when you talk Paladin, I mean, I don't even have to look into the core things. Like, these are all core cards, and that's fine. You know, most of them are whatever. That needs to be rotated already. And that needs to be rotated. People are like, well, why does that need to be rotated? That. Again, I got this off the randomized thing. So, like, you know how I don't like the whole Dark Moon thing? These things, right? I hit my little lottery thing, and it came up for random golden legendary. And it gave me Ungoro. Or Golakka Depths. What is this? Oh, it's a hero. What is it? Just a hero? Ah. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. I like the one little random thing, because sometimes you get diamond cards, sometimes you get free packs. Having to be random is kind of cool. You just, hey, here's some free loot. That's awesome. But yeah, that's what I got for my random golden legendary, was Dive the Golakka Depths. The one quest I refused to play. Because I'm going to end it with this. Out of all the classes you can play in this game, warriors require thought and planning, especially control warriors. Warlocks require thought and planning. Shamans require thought and planning. A while ago they had Elemental Shaman that was just kind of herder, I play elementals, I win. Rogues take a little bit of cleverness to play. Priests, they're more of a, you almost have to be comfortable with delaying till the end of the game, but at the same time they still take some semblance of IQ to put together a deck that's cohesive, that works. Even Protoss Priest, you still have to sit there and calculate out, I want to work at getting my motherships down in mana, and then hopefully high roll on the motherships, but they're taunt minions, so you really have to think about it. Mages, they're kind of dopey. You could just jam a whole bunch of spells, like, right there. Dopey mage deck. Doesn't take much, and you can throw them together in no time, and just kind of fall off a log and win. It does not take much. So, mages don't take a whole lot of thought process to win with. Hunters, they've gotten to the point where it's SM Orc. So all you have to do is just look up SM Orc on YouTube. You'll find the thing. Bigo Phrase. Yep. That's pretty much it for hunters. Druids, they can be a little bit of fun. They take a little bit of deck building and a little bit of intellect to run. Demon Hunters are Bigo Face 2.0. Death Knights are just, they're fine until you get to know Muncher, and then it kind of skedaddles into the whole degeneracy. Because no Muncher's a little overtuned, if you ask me. But then you have Paladin. This right here, when you start up Hearthstone for the very first time, the only class you should be allowed to play is Paladin. Why? Because you'll have an 80% win rate, you'll learn how to play the game, you'll learn the board interactions, and you'll be pretty well versed in how the game is supposed to work. Then you'll be thrust a whole bunch of other classes that you won't be able to win with because the power creep is just not there comparatively to the Paladin. The Paladin has some of the most power-crept cards that take absolutely zero thought to work. Quite literally, it's this card grabs that card from your deck, play that card on 8 to get rid of everybody on the board, play that card on 9, you win. That's Paladin. That right there, that was the Imbue Paladin, by the way. And I'm talking about the 2/3 Death Rattle Murloc that fetches a dragon out of your deck. And then you put on Ursine Maul on 4, smack him in the face, you draw your 9 mana card, right there's Ursal. You win the game with the Breath card in your inventory, in your hand. Now you want to talk Murloc Paladin? It's quite simple. Put that in your deck, cover your eyes, select Murlocs. Not even that. Type Murloc into your search down here, right? Just type in search Murloc. And then just pretty much put this in and then just start clicking blind across everything. And lo and behold, you'll pretty much get Murlocs. That'll win. Takes absolutely zero skill set. Zero deck building. How do I know this? I did exactly that on my other account that I let my nephew play on. I sat down with Dive the Glock of Depths, threw a Murloc Paladin together. I don't even have the card. Where is it? I don't even have that yet on my second account. I haven't leveled it enough to get the Underlight Angling Rod and Core. And I had him sit there, and he enjoyed. He was playing the game, and he was enjoying it. He played 10 games with the Paladin. He won 7. You can have anybody if you need an introduction to Hearthstone, have him play Paladin. Literally, Paladin is the Geico commercial. It's so easy a caveman could do it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did. I enjoy the Shaman deck. It's great fun. I hope everybody tries Clocksworth. I really do. Because it's a fun card, and it's got a fun little interactions with the rewind and everything. It's wonderful. But other people don't like it. Seti with his room, with his room temperature take on it. He doesn't like it. I think it's great. I think Clocksworth's fine. At any rate, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.